watching MilliMUN News, aired especially for the National Model United Nations Conference. I am İdman, and here are our top stories. The United Nations General Assembly will discuss and take actions toward strengthening the United Nations system and reforming of its main institutions. The United Nations Security Council is summoned for the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan over Nagorno-Karabakh, area de jure part of Azerbaijan, though de facto under Armenia's control. In the context of current refugee crisis, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees will try to find the solutions to challenges existing in this field. Is the international community ready to protect historical sites and cultural heritage during conflicts and terror attacks? What will be their retaliation? We are globalizing and integrating day by day. But is the International Telecommunication Union capable to ensure the security of our personal digital data? As you know, United Nations member states will gather to the United Nations headquarters starting from tomorrow morning, and sessions are scheduled to last for about 4 days. Well, if they come to an agreement, 5 resolutions are to be adopted in each committee, where more than 300 diplomats are expected to gather and join to work on current hot topics in international relations. Expectations from delegates are very high, but we still can't predict how the station will be set. Who will be the main initiator? Who will lose in this battle? Which side will win in this game? Which group will cheat? And most importantly, who will take the troop ahead in the voting procedure? For finding answers to these questions, we'll contact our attached journalists to the United Nations headquarters. The first will be Zümrüt, explaining current situation existing around United Nations General Assembly. Zümrüt, the floor is yours. What is the current situation over there?
Hi Ayten, greetings from UN General Assembly. As you see, the preparation is underway and delegates are expected to land to the host city. The topic is going to be very interesting, as reformation of UN system has always been as object of dispute, and countries were always polarized when it came to the anexion. Maybe the existing system works for some countries who want to delay the procedure and paralyze the UN in leading. However, according to many UN member countries in mobile world order, UN is not sufficient with the existing structure. We should acknowledge that the world has new powers and they want to voice from the highest platform. India, Brazil, Germany are very keen on restructuring the system. But will the Power 5, which are permanent members of the Security Council, will welcome them? Another issue is the cancellation of veto power, which we expect Russia and China aggression against it. The discussion will look like the battle between powerless GA and powerful permanent. In upcoming days, we will see how the situation works, and I'll keep you and audience updated.
Thank you, Zümrüt. Looking forward to get fresh news directly from you in these days. United Nations Security Council will discuss the conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh and surrounding territories of Azerbaijan under Armenia's control. Our journalist has difficulty in getting any information, as everything is kept under strict confidentiality. Let's see whether Sayat has something for us. Sayat, tell us how your attempts with the Security Council.
Hi, Ayten. The situation is worse than I expected. Information is kept under the strict control and confidentiality. What we know, full-scale fighting is erupted between former USSR countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan, after the collapse of the Union, taking more than 30,000 people. The disputed territory is Nagorno-Karabakh, and surrounding territories is also occupied. There are internally displaced persons and refugees flow in the region. I still have difficulties to getting credible information about conflict and work of Security Council. Let me try once again. As you see, I failed. I will let you know when I get credible information.
Seems like it is hard to deal with Security Council, as always. Recent refugee crisis made the international community ponder around refugee issues once again. Our correspondent Remina Bagrova will tell us in detail. Remina, please elaborate the issue for us.
Hello Ayten, the situation is very tough. Seems like UNHCR finally have a legal definition crisis on refugees. After so many years, in the light of the crisis, UN members have finally gathered to discuss the challenges of this field and to find durable solutions on a global level, because many lives are taken due to recent conflicts and people movement. While we all need to protect lives and to help vulnerable groups, some UN members are only thinking about their own interests. Some countries such as Hungary, Croatia, Austria and some other European countries do not fulfill their humanitarian duties and create restrictions in finding solutions, while countries such as Canada, Turkey, Germany do their best in fulfillment of their humanitarian duties and obligations. Major powers are still keeping silent, which is really annoying, but the upcoming discussion will reveal their positions very soon. Yes, Ayten?
Remina, do you think that the global community will adopt any reasonable resolution to solve this problem?
I have a very pessimistic feeling about this whole situation. It seems that some member countries are taking their national interest higher than the fulfillment of their humanitarian obligations and duties. But the upcoming discussions and sessions will reveal everything, and I will keep you updated.
Thanks, Remina. Seems like you'll have lots of difficulties with the delegates. Destruction of cultural heritage by ISIS finally triggered the United Nations members to summon the UNESCO General Conference, United Nations agency responsible for heritage, to discuss of their protection during the war. Will they adopt any tangible resolution is another question, which will be elaborated by our journalist Ulkar Alasgarova.
Ayten, as you see, the conference hall is under preparation, and this is a few issues on the sessions that most of UN members agrees to fight against current situation, but none of them want to adopt it and to lead. It is very hard to keep safe the heritage at conflict zone physically, but it is also good because of it create a good platform the future cases. The question is leadership. Member states rely on organization, but as organization doesn't have any enforcement, the question is whether the drafted resolution will bring the Security Council to table for intervention and protection. Will be also interesting to see delegates from countries which support terror organizations that destruct the heritage. It's also about financing the heritage, considering that USA is not allocating any funding on the budget of the organization. It is a good case, and I will keep you informed.
Thank you so much, Ulker. Last but not least, protection of data or restriction to information. How United Nations Body for Information will respond it? Our correspondent Mohammed is on air to answer it.
It's exactly how everyone is expecting the case to be, Ayten. Ensuring security of personal data is good, but to what extent the United Nations body will be able to manage it? We all know that none of the members of United Nations are the angels, and they manipulated to restrict the data access by using adopted resolution. Will Western countries agree with the other part of the world in ensuring of data, as the understanding of protection is completely different in each of them? Protection from whom will also be discussed, as far as I understood. Is it about from terror organization or from one another? Will they share and pool and create the integrated data for it? These questions should find their answers in upcoming session.
This is why you are there, Mohammed. Keep going on working and looking forward to get fresh news very soon. Finally, our correspondent will tell us about rumors going on there. We'll get back to Seyat. Seyat, tell us about it.
Ayten, there is no rumor anymore. Russia and China will say no, whatever US and its allies say. And they will begin to balance against each other. That is what United Nations is. Let's see, will it be followed by a modern United Nations?
It was Ayten Vizya. For our next MilliMUN report, keep following us. Have a good day. See you on Sunday News.